Alright, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ukrak Radash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to go into that spiritual power. Okay, so for those of you that are just coming into, the truth, those of you that are coming to the faith, that are listening to the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Alright, spiritual power is something that those of us that are in the truth are waiting for. We're waiting to see it, because it's power from up on high that is given to the 144,000, which is the house of David. Okay, 12,000 men from each tribe. So 12 times 12 is 144. Okay, 12,000 men from each tribe. Alright, that makes up of the 144,000. Okay, the 144,000. So, we're going to start off today in Isaiah chapter 40. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28 on down. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainted not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. Right, so let's break this down. Alright? Hast thou not known? Question mark. So haven't you heard? See, because people in this world, they don't know Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, so this is what people, they don't, they put the Lord in a box. You got these scoffers that are blaspheming the Lord, especially these Edomites, these elites, saying that, they can, make the Most High as mad as they want. These people are in delusion, okay? These people are in loser denial, right? Because they don't know the Lord, all right? But they're about to. The Lord has our enemies. Remember that in a big trick bag. So he, right now, what he's doing is he's allowing the wicked to just do whatever they want and get away with it. But the Lord is adding up that tab. So, one of the main reasons why our enemies feel that, that nothing can happen to them is because the Lord's not doing nothing to them. So that's why they continue to do it, and they get more proud, So a lot of the wicked, they think just because nothing happens to them right away that it's okay to do it, But that is a tactic from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, That way these peons, our enemies, can continue to, the Lord hardening their hearts, but they can continue to, blaspheme against the Lord. You see, because without the Lord, doing something to them right away, these prideful devils just think like, oh yeah, see, we can do whatever we want. You see, it's totally fine. The Lord's not going to do anything. See? Alright, but that is just, the Lord just has everybody, the wicked in a trick bag. Hast thou not heard? Yeah, because, haven't you heard? The word's going out right now. Alright, about our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the prophets are heralding in, are heralds of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? Telling the world, get ready to meet your creator, get ready to meet your maker. That's literal. That the everlasting power, so everlasting, okay? There's no beginning, no end. The everlasting. Fainted not. Yeah, so he don't get tired, okay? The Lord don't get tired. He don't take breaks. See? Neither is worry. So right there is very important. Okay, neither is worry. Yeah, because although the Lord is mad, Yahweh Shai is mad, the wicked every day. Okay, he's not worried about him. This is why we've been telling you, don't worry about the wicked. Okay, they're not going nowhere. They're not leaving this planet. Okay, they're not just gonna ride off to the sunset and just get away. And people are like, damn, how can people just do this and get away? They're not gonna get away with it. They trust and believe that. All right. So this is something that for the hopeful elect to know out there. The Lord is not he's not worried. Okay, he ain't worried about the wicked. Okay, he controls them. All right. So this is something just for your edification, just for you to hold on to. Okay, so because it's not like some Hollywood movie where, remember like that movie Independence Day, where Esau fought against those ships, the so-called UFOs, and they found a weak spot and all. No, okay, that's all Hollywood BS. Okay, the Lord's gonna destroy these clowns in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, 60 minutes. All right. There is no searching of his understanding. Right. Okay, so right there, there is no searching of his understanding, because these leaders, top rulers and leaders, elites, military intelligence, military, okay, these top spies, whatever, you name it. Okay, none of them have, okay, a clue on how the so-called UFOs work, so-called UAPs, which are known in the scriptures, okay, all throughout the Bible as the chariots of Israel. See? All right. So just real fast, an example. All right. It was about 3 weeks ago how the U.S. military, shot their Hellfire, and it just bounced off the ships. All right, because they're trying. All these nations, they're trying to shoot at the ships, but they can't even phase them. That's where that scripture comes in right here. Okay, at the end, there is no searching as understanding, because the Lord's so far out there. Okay, our enemies have no clue, but yet they're still full of pride. This is how retarded they are. They have no clue. How they can't search out the Lord. Okay, their arms are too short to box with Yahweh Shai. But yet they're preparing to fight him. You imagine how bad they're gonna get stomped out? Just think about that for a second, like really consider that. You see? Really think about that for a second. You imagine? Alright, there's no searching of understanding. Right, verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. Right. So don't worry about it. For those of you out there, this is major. That something that I learned from my elders as I first came in. I remember one of the elders, Tal Zadok. Okay, Tal Zadok from the Los Angeles GMS Los Angeles camp. Okay, he said something that stuck with me. That he's right. Okay, don't when you first come into the truth, don't come in with that that woe is me spirit, that weary spirit, like, oh well, I only know a few scriptures, and I don't know as much as this brother or that brother. Hey, that's fine. Okay, hey, don't worry about it. Okay, whatever knowledge that the Lord gave you, Yahweh Shai, you hold on to it with dear life. Okay, because that little bit that you got, that's enough to cut these wacky-tacky Christians that have been reading the Bible for over 20 years. All right? Facts. See, facts. So, don't be so much like, okay, well, hey, I don't know as much as him and all that. Hey, whatever portion that the Lord gave you, just cherish that. Cherish that and hold on to it. Cherish that and hold on to it, with dear life. And then the Lord is going to, increase you in due time. This is something that, Akim and Aqua gotta know out there. All right, just hold on to your faith. All right, and just keep enduring. Trust in the Lord, and the Lord is gonna build you up in due time. All right. Remember, don't worry about rank and the brother next to you. Just work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. He giveth power to the faint. Who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And to them that have no might, he increases strength. Verse 30. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. Yeah, because our enemies that are going to try to come up against the 144, they're going to get stomped out. All right, because even the youth in this world, young men, young women who are soldiers, who train, even people who take steroids and all that, they even get tired, because you're mortals out here on this side. So it doesn't matter if somebody hits the gym 3 times a day. They take steroids. They have the best, physicians. They have the best trainers. Okay, they even get tired. All right, they can last a little bit longer than others, but without food and water, there's only so much they can do. Okay, without sleep, they can only go so far. See, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh shall renew their strength. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're waiting. Those of us that are in the faith. Okay, we're waiting on the Lord. The Lord says, I'm gonna increase you. Okay, the Lord's gonna activate that power. The 144,000. And Lord willing, I be part of that number. But right now, just hey, I'm just grateful. Not to go too much about myself, but just it's good to have that humble spirit. We just want to make it. Just like, hey, we just want to make it at this point. And wherever whatever portion the Lord gives me, I'm grateful for that. And that's what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, it's all about Yahushai. It's all about the Lord, because He went on the cross. And if it wasn't for our Heavenly Father Yahweh, sending His Son Yahushai out here, we wouldn't have a chance in hell. So remember that. Don't get too caught up and worried about this, that, rank. I don't know this much, and hey, just relax, man. And remember, at the end of the day, the Lord already laid it down. All right, He already laid it down. He already laid it down, baby. All right, so rejoice and know that the elect already got their victory through who? Yahushai. See? All right. They shall. Oh, check this out. Okay, here we go. Here's the spiritual power. They shall mount up with wings, okay, as eagles. Let me get it again from the beginning. Verse 31, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, shall renew their strength. Right, because the 144,000 once had it. All right, but there had to be that falling away first, just like the scriptures say. It's just prophecy. It had to happen. We had to go into captivity, but it's for our education. Okay, it's for our learning. You see, so there had to be that falling away first. You see, all right. So shall renew their strength, right? Because this ain't some new thing. The 144,000 had it. All right, remember the 144,000 are not ordinary men. Okay, that's the house of David. All right, they help Yahushai and the angels create the planets. Okay, you mortals. Okay, all the mountains, the oceans. The fishes, the animals, the plants. You see? All right, they shall mount up with wings as eagles. Right? Okay, talking about what? All right, get ready, baby. Flight. All right, the men of the Lord are actually going to be flying out here, for real. All right, like Superman, Hancock, Black Adam. Okay, the 144,000 are literally going to be flying out here very soon, very soon. All right, that's something that I keep getting a lot in the spirit. Okay, hey, Just watch, just watch what the men of the Lord, the 144,000 are gonna be flying out here. Facts, like remember Vocab Malone, he mocks, but that's okay, that's a scoffer's job, is to scoff. Let them scoff, it's all right, So that's all right, that's what a non-believer's job is, because they don't believe and they're doing their job. All right, but that don't mean that the men of the Lord are not going to receive spiritual power. You see? All right, so the men of the Lord will be flying out here very soon. Very soon. And Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is not going to be able to hide that story. You know how he covers things up, I like to see how CNN, Fox News, how they're going to cover up this story. Because once the men of the Lord start flying out here, that's it, The jig's up. All right? Because the cat's already outside the bag. But the thing is, once that spiritual power gets activated, all these people that, scoffers that say, oh, no, that's not true. Oh, they're going to get superpowers. Once that happens, everybody out here that don't believe, you're all going to be made, the Lord's going to, you're all going to be made found liars. You see? All right? So that's why you don't got to get too, like hasty in this thing. You don't got to be too, emotional in this thing. Just remember, the Lord's going to make his words come to pass. All right? You just got to stay firm and believe. You see? It's a very beautiful thing, because right now we're in the proving grounds, and the Lord is going to make his words come to light. Don't you already see them? What World War III coming to pass, the digital ID, bringing in that, which is already going to happen in the UK. Whoever don't have that digital ID, all right, cannot work. You see? All right, so that's all coming towards what? The MOTB, what the apostles and Alex and GMS been talking about this whole time. Okay, the RFID microchip. You see? All right, Nate. All right, so, let's see what Nate has to say. We're going to see. Nate, they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Right? Okay, because you ever seen like those superhero movies? Remember that? I remember Apostle Gabar says he would like to have that power, and that's just I believe that the Lord is gonna give him that power. Because Apostle Gabar, he says that he wants the power like the Flash. That'll be really cool. That'll be damn cool. You're telling me that's not awesome? You don't think that would be cool for the men of the Lord just to run around the world real fast? Have power like the Flash. Shit, come on, that power really exists, Akim and Aqua, ladies and gentlemen. So this is something that you have to hold firm and just believe in. Okay, because remember, it's not all doom and gloom and it's just Esau gonna roll in with his New World Order and everybody's gonna die. Nah. Okay. Oh, I also saw there was like a post that was in YouTube, and it said that these elites are creating Terminators and stuff like that, and that soon everyone's gonna die because AI is just gonna kill everybody. Shit, the AI may kill the Edomites, the heathens, the 2/3, but they're not gonna touch the elect. All right, so that's something that you guys out there in the faith gotta understand. When these leaders or even people in the world, when they say, "Oh yeah, AI is gonna kill off all humanity," shit, speak for yourself. You can tell them that. Speak for yourself. When a lot of people say, "Oh, it's the end of the world," that's it. Nah, nigga. Okay, it's the end of your world. All right, it's the end of the Edomites' rulership. The heathens, the Edomites, are going to captivity. The 2/3, you guys are gonna get your ass kicked. Feel that fire, like for reals. All right, and then you guys are gonna be reborn in the kingdom as a fresh start. All right, so that's something that those you guys out there in the faith, you guys already know. But for the the newcomers in this thing, all right, this is just something for you to I mean, you don't have to worry about what these non-believers say, okay, all that, because you know that their opinions, okay, their words have none effect, okay. Why is that? Because by their unbelief, by their vain opinions, it's not going to change a damn thing, all right? Because that is what's so precious about having this word, okay? That's the beautiful thing of it, because it don't matter what these scoffers say, They say, oh yeah, AI, there's a lot of bullcrap going on out there. Oh yeah, AI is just going to kill off all humanity. Shit, maybe it might kill you Edomites, but not the elect. See? Amos chapter 9 verse 11. Okay? And that day, the day that's approaching right here, it's right at our doorstep, Akim and Akwath. And that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David, the house of David, which is the 144,000 that is fallen. Right? See? Because remember, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, because the 144,000 once had it. It's just that the Lord stripped their power from them to teach them a lesson, okay? The 144,000 are the fallen angels, okay? The fallen angels that are spoken about in the scriptures is talking about the 144,000, and they're walking the planet Earth right now. Okay, there's a few of them that are back in the spiritual realm, but most of them are here on the earth right now. They're walking the planet Earth right now, mi amigo. Okay, all right, that is fallen. Because remember, there had to be that falling away first. All right, it's not that the heathen just got lucky and overpowered us. No, it's because it's just prophecy. It had to happen, but it's the education. Because before we can enter the kingdom, we're learning what wickedness is. So we're learning what not to do. All right, and so we're gonna the Israelites, starting with, of course, the Yahushai, King David, the 12, the 144,000, okay, are going to be, perfect judges, but righteous judges, not just, oh yeah, this is my kingdom, fuck everybody, ha ha ha. No, okay, they're going to judge righteously. Okay, why is that? Because now the Israelites, when we rule, okay, just like the Rothschilds right now, the Edomites, they're ruling right now, right? Right. So just as they're ruling right now, the Israelites, we got next. All right. So we're gonna and you see how Trump is. Okay, how he's over here talking about his generals, talking about the EU, talking about the UN. He's over here just talk shit about his own people, his own kind, his own allies. This man's a full retard, But it's beautiful, because that's just showing you that America's finished. Because what this retard leader in the office, come on, look at how the generals and everyone's just like disgusted by him, because that it's not just, oh, Donald Trump is a dumbass. Remember, okay, look beyond that. Okay, look beyond that, which is what? Okay, which is, okay, the Lord put this man in there, okay, for this purpose. All right, so that's something that for those of you that are that are in the faith, you gotta look past that, not just, oh, look at Donald Trump's a dumbass, and look beyond that. Who's controlling him? Okay, our Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. But for what? Okay, for what? To bring you guys home. All right, because it's time to go home. All right, so this is what this is something that you guys gotta look at. Okay, when all this stuff happens, rejoice. But in a good way. You gotta have some dignity about yourself. Not just be all, like silly and just, but, really rejoice, and know that it's the Lord that's doing all this. Okay, remember, it's not just these devils and, oh, look at Trump, look at the way he is. No, the Lord is controlling that man to be like that. But why? See, let's go beyond. But why? There's always that why. Because the Lord is preparing to destroy these Edomites. Okay? And he is preparing to come and save his elect. All right, and take us back home. You see, take the elect back home. Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. You see, so that's what you guys got to see. You guys got to see beyond. Okay, you guys got to see beyond that. Not just, oh, hey, Trump's this, but yeah, but why is he doing that? Okay, and who's controlling him? All right, and why does the Lord have him acting like that? Okay, because the Lord is about to have these Edomites destroy each other. Okay, so what Trump, he's the perfect candidate for the job, you know, because, you know, that's what they call him, DJ Trump. You know, that's what the Akim say a lot, you know, DJ Trump. Damn right, because he's stirring it up. He's perfect. You know, he's not on our side, but why is he perfect? Because he's gonna bring just destruction. Okay, as you can see, you know, he's already, you know, right away having the ICE agents. All right, go and pick up these 2/3. All right, that's judgment right there. You know, you have Trump already declaring war on an American city. Hey, that's America versus America. What do the scriptures tell us in St. Matthew? Okay, if Satan be divided against Satan, how can his kingdom stand? Okay, because it's over, it's over. All right, because the Lord's gonna have these devils destroy one another. You see, and just real fast, I don't want to go too much off topic, but just look, you know, just look at America, you know, look at these other countries like Russia, North Korea, China. Look at how they have their military parades. You know, there's their people have respect for their leader. You know, there's order and all that. Look at America, okay? Oh, people over here saying, oh yeah, fuck Trump. It's his fault. I'm gonna sue him. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, I'm gonna shut the government down. Huh? Fucking Trump getting shot in the ear. Huh? This place is a complete laughing stock. You know? Just look at America right now as a whole. You telling me does America look strong and together? Hell no. So that's the point, ladies and gentlemen. That's the point right there. Okay, look at America. It's finished. It's through. Yes, America has a very strong military, but just look at America as a whole. You know, it don't look too good. See? All right, there's a lot of cracks there in that foundation. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problemas. There's a lot of problemas. There's a lot of problemas. All right, so this is something that, you know, you guys gotta look at. All right, because just look at America. You know, look at these other countries when they have their military parades and all that. Are they over here, you know, talking crap about their leaders and, you know, all this division? No, but look at America. See? And then not only that, America's over here saying, you know, fuck everybody else, even fuck their allies. Like, damn, you know? See? You know, they're waging war on their own cities. See? You know? Trying to get the illegals out of here. This place is a complete shit show. You know, Trump saying, you know, we already are. We are still in the government shutdown right now. You see? All right? This place is a laughing stock. Akim and Aqua is a complete laughing stock. So, what is to learn from this? What is to take from this? That, you know, this place is finished. Okay? This place is through. All right? So that's something that, you know, you guys gotta look at out there. Okay? This is something that you guys have to look at out there. Bear with me. See something real fast. Okay, cool. So make sure we're still rolling. All right. So, yeah, that's something that you guys got to look at. Okay, is that you know, you know, when you see these things being said, you know, Trump, you know, waging war. All right, you know how, you know, the House and the Senate, you know, they're all coming up against, you know, Trump. Like, hey man, this is Trump. They said that, you know, Trump is like one of the most immature presidents we've ever had and all that. Yeah, but that's a good sign. You know, who cares? All right. At the end of it, who cares what says who says what? Okay, but what's the big picture? What's the point? Um, America is fighting against itself. Okay, and when the world looks at America, I mean, does America look all strong together? Nah. Okay, you start laughing at America. Why? Because as soon as you turn on that TV or whatever, YouTube, however you watch your news, whatever, however you get your information, okay, you see that, look at America. Over here just telling on each other. Oh, they're going to sue him. Remember Trump and Elon Musk, they were like together. Now look at them, going at it with each other, saying, oh yeah, hey, Epstein files, this person's on here. Now they're going to get them. Look at these fucking Edomites. Excuse my Italian. Look at these clowns. See? But yet they're ready to fight the Lord. Get out of here, get out of town. Get the fuck out of here. Huh? Are you kidding me? Look at these cave dwellers, and you're telling me they're ready to fight the Lord and the angels? Cut it out. Esau, cut it out. Cut it out. Hey, cut it out. Stop playing. You see? Huh? And you telling me these dudes are not retarded? You heard Trump the other day say that he's the chosen one? Huh? It's just getting better and better. Those of you that are watching Trump, remember how he's saying that he's gonna fire all the generals and all that. He don't give a shit. Look at that. He don't even have respect for people, in his army. Saying, oh yeah, if I don't like him right away, I'm gonna fire him on the spot. Like, damn, fuck, you don't give a fuck about your generals, but that's good, because that's only gonna make America's generals see they got mad, like, oh, like fuck Trump, see, because that civil war is gonna happen, which is beautiful, because if Trump keeps going at the rate that he's going, all right, which you can clearly see, because he ain't slowing down and he don't give a shit. Okay, hey, America is gonna fight each other, because sooner or later people are gonna be like, you know what, fuck Trump. We're gonna do our own thing. Talking about the U.S. generals like that, disrespecting them, like, hey, what the fuck? Excuse my Italian. Like, damn, this is madness. See? So there's only a certain point before Americans say, you know what? We're not listening to this. We're not listening to this fucking waffle. We're not listening to this. This raspberry. See? So that's those are good signs for us. Why? Because America is being exposed. It's being destroyed. Because Trump's in there just saying fuck everybody, even our own generals. Like, damn, yeah, go for it, Trump. Yep, hell yeah, Trump. Keep going, do your thing. Yeah. See, so that's why we're watching Trump. It's not like like we like him for us, but we like him because he's going to bring this destruction. He is going to destroy America, and look at him. Look at this man, and he's saying he's the chosen one. this dude, you can't tell me this dude's not a madman. Somebody was asking him, a reporter. And then after this, I'll get back on topic on spiritual power. Salakia, just that the spirit's going right now. So what happened is that some reporter said, hey, do you believe in, told Trump the other day, hey, do you believe in the second coming? Do you believe, in the Messiah? And he said that he is the chosen one. Imagine? Imagine this clown? So that right there is, that's raging war. That's raging war against Yahweh Shema Shai. See? You don't think Yahweh Shai heard that? I said, what? Oh, you think you're the one? You see? Imagine this clown. You're telling me Trump's not a clown? You're telling me this dude's not retarded. Huh? See? Remember? Alright, let's get back on track. Amos chapter 9 verse 11. In that day, which is right here approaching, right at our doorstep, will I raise up the tabernacle of David, the house of David that is fallen. So who's that I? The Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins and build it up as in the days of old. Right. So this is what's gonna partake out here. Akim Aqua. Alright, so let me go to Psalms. Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Okay, the Israelites, they're going to be willing because you 2/3 that are scoffing out there. All right, once the powers manifest and you see the Akim out here, flying out here, with laser eyes, manipulating the elements, then people are going to be like, oh shit, oh snap, like damn, we should have believed, but then it's going to be too late. See? And the beauties of holiness, because it's a separate power that's from the rest of the world, because the heathens don't got that power. Okay, the heathens only have like AI, robots, okay, guns and knives, agents, see, militaries, but they don't have spiritual power. See? And the beauties of holiness, from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth. So you know what, right here, let's see. Okay, let's get it. Let me give you guys a quick example. Let me just exit here, and let's see if I get a video for you guys of spiritual power. All right, let's get it real fast. Here we go. Bam. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let me go to spiritual power. Bear with me.
Beauties of holiness
Right
from
here.
the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth.
We're not always going to be on the bottom like we are right now. We're not always going to be the butt of everyone's joke like we are right now. Oh no, that's the humiliation part. And if you prove that you can deal with the humiliation, then you have just proven you can deal with the responsibility of the power that is coming.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth.
Acts 2 verse 43. And fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. Now I'm going to say this in closing. What if you find out and you start seeing and witnessing that GMS, starting from the apostles on down, start performing miracles? That's going to make all of the other camps out here stop what they're doing and keep their eyes on us. Remember, the Most High is going to make us famous. Right now, we're infamous, but the Most High, in a short time, is going to make us famous.
That's it right there, Akimakwas. Let me see here. Let me get one more video for you guys. This is just, an example of the spiritual power, okay, of what the men of the Lord are really going to be doing out here. Alright, this ain't no fairy tale and, oh yeah, right, give me a break. Okay, this is really going to be partaking out here. Alright, so this is what the elites are afraid of. They're afraid of the House of David, the 144,000. Not no Bloods and Crips, essays. This is what they're afraid of. Right here, spiritual power.
People shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth.
The Lord shall bestow that gift upon us, man. The first gift that He's really going to bestow upon us, which is the ultimate gift, is the gift of righteousness, the gift of the fear of the Lord, which you've already begun to receive. We're going to be sinless. The second best gift that He's going to give to us, okay, more than that, is the power, man. And we're going to have fun with that power.
People shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth.
Yasha'Allah means He is a prince of power. So if your Father is the Most High, then what kind of power is He going to bestow upon you?
People shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness
So if your Father is the Most High, then what kind of power is He going to bestow upon you?
So with that, Akim Aqua, that concludes today's lesson on spiritual power. All right, hey, rejoice. Okay, rejoice and know that the kingdom of heaven's at hand, and be ready to see these miracles. Okay, these miracles are really going to be made manifest. Right before the whole world. Okay, it's called divine intervention, miracles, spiritual power. So with that, rejoice. Rejoice to the hopeful elect out there, and just know that the kingdom of heaven's at hand, and whatever you have to go through right now, just endure it. Okay, man up, be a strong man or be a strong woman. Okay, to the daughters of Zion out there, all right, you can do it. And enough of this complaining and whining and, oh, I don't know, enough already. All right, you guys can do it. You guys know what to do. All right, keep enduring, stay strong, and put your trust and faith in the Lord. With that, on your feet, soldier. Until next time, Shalom.